Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bell Lawn Bowling Club in Sun City, Arizona. We are here for the 2025 U.S. Open, and we've been broadcasting women's singles all day, and this is the main event. We have our championship final match between Mare Beath from here in Sun City and Rachel Wolfenden from Victoria Harbour in Australia. Mare has run the table so far. In qualifying, she was 8-0 and won both of her matches today. Rachel lost one match in the qualifying, but has won the rest, including her two today, to earn her place into this championship match. Unlike the other matches that had a time limit going to 18, this one has no time limit and will be played to 21 points. Should be a good one here. As for who we are, I'm Bowls USA Hall of Fame member Scott Roberts, joined by Kelly Worm, Bowls USA Treasurer and Southwest Division Treasurer. Hello, Kelly.
Hello, Scott. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your team this week.
Thank you for your assistance. It is much appreciated. There is also the third place game going on, and then a couple finals, second flight, third flight, I think even a fourth flight final. Those are all on this green and the next green. So the tournament coordinator for our marker is going to be the tournament coordinator from here that has been a week is Jim Ruth. And it looks like Mare is wasting no time. They've just finished their trials, and it looks like Mare Beath is going to have the mat first. She's pulled it up a bit, and she's already rolled the jack, and we'll be ready to rock and roll here. I assure you, Mare is hidden under there. All right, here's Rachel's first. Pretty good start there.
Rachel had a very competitive earlier match. She just finished with Jordan Coase eked out a win.
I figured with the way I saw Jordan playing, and then she had to dispatch Julia, who we saw in the last match. So Julia was in very high form earlier. So in order for Jordan to get past her, she must have been playing well. And so if Rachel got past her, she must be playing really well. So Mare a little short with her second. Rachel second. Looks like she added a little too much here. All the way in the ditch. See if Mare can make the proper adjustment here. Looks like she's just a little short again. Just having a little struggle with the weight early.
It's early. Mare had a little easier time of it in her first match, winning 18-4.
There's a fine line between wanting to, kind of blow somebody away and you don't get a lot, especially with this heat. I think it favors being able to just get out quickly. The second one in for Rachel. Last for Mare, really needs to add this extra weight here. Looks pretty good here. Beautifully done. Beautifully done by Mare. Looks like he's got Mare's the blue. All right, so here's Rachel. Wants to either could use that bowl as a little helper and just sit back in.
Hello.
Oh, fell the wrong way. It still might be enough to be in. With the first point of the day, we're not sure which color Jim has chosen for which lady.
But wait, I have that information.
Oh, my
Red
goodness.
is Rachel, and blue is Mare. One
Right.
red.
Blue Beath. So that's one for Rachel. Let's see if I got the score right. Yes, look at that. I guessed right. I had a 50-50 shot. So first points to Rachel Wolfenden.
Our other matches that are going on right now, the third place match between Claire Day and Jordan Koss.
Pretty good opener there.
Yep. Our second flight match while we're watching Mare's delivery, Julia Gallo and Linda Ing. You may see them. They're on the rink right next to us.
Both legs a little narrow, a little heavy. If you see we have a sunshade up. If you see it kind of wiggling a little bit on the left, slightly obscuring the picture. We had problems yesterday with cameras overheating, so we got these sunshades out to try and keep that. And we also took the cameras in during the break to try and get them inside and cool down, including all the equipment here. I think we had a failure yesterday that we lost 2 cameras, and then late in the game we lost audio because of the overheating. So we're doing our best here. But it is probably around 90 degrees and even hotter on the green. So Rachel holding 2 at the moment. Just a little short. A lot of room to draw still. We do have a little breeze. That's what's kind of blowing that little sunshade. You can just see it every once in a while, but hopefully it's not too...
I'll go move that after this and see if I can fix it.
Maybe clamp it down a bit after the ladies bowl this way.
There it is.
It's just coming up a little short, a little bit of a volcano head here where just nobody can seem to get within a yard or so. Appreciate Jim just knowing that there's a difference between being a marker for a match and being a TV marker, so he can give us the scoop also. There's Rachel.
Nothing but professionals here.
Which I would expect from him.
There you go.
Good bull there. It should be 3 now.
Mare certainly rolled a very good bull on her 4th bull in the last end. See if she can match it up again.
It'll be interesting to see which way Mare comes. If you're hearing the background noise, there's been a constant barrage of Air Force maneuvers going on all day long. Your tax dollars at work.
So on a forehand draw, doesn't she have that bull to kind of look for and rest on?
Yeah, I could see her drawing either way. She just kind of pick a hand. There's plenty of room to draw. Both those bulls are not in the way, so it just really needs to come down and in. Weight's pretty good here. Just barely missed the line. I wonder if she cut it to 1 though. Looks like 1 from the peanut gallery seats here. So okay, so nice cut down. It was 3. Yep. Cut it down to 1, so it's 2-0. Playing at 21. So there were 54 ladies that started. And the last 2 days have been spent on qualifying. They played 4 matches each day over 5 rounds, marking the fifth round, or the game that they weren't playing. They were marking to get us some markers. Meaning an 8 games total that they were playing. You can see Kelly in the background fixing the sunshades, gives you an idea what we're trying to do here. But there's Rachel, first bowl. Pretty good opener here. Really nice bowl there. Tim saying that's a bowl in front there. Not a bad bowl opener. Rachel again. Just going to kind of tuck her bowl around, tuck the jack around if she can. Maybe a little heavier than she wanted, but I don't think she'll argue with the results. Pushed it further away from Mare's first bowl. Probably going to make her have to switch hands too. Jim was doing well about getting off the center line, but he's going on the camera angle. A little heavy there. Rachel's is away. All right, good work, Kelly.
For now.
It's 3 now. Just kind of make it out and see everything. All right, here's Mare. I don't think Mare wants to live on this fourth bowl action here. Well, she's done it again, put another one in, but it's a tough way to live, is trying to put one bowl in with your fourth. Constantly putting yourself under pressure. And also, you don't have a lot of bowls in the head that you can use. You're not going to get numbers this way. Rachel's going to try and push it on through, which I think she has done successfully. That's really well done. Great control there. Jim's checking to see if it's, looks like 4. Yeah, it's 4 down now. Great bowl by Rachel. Just didn't waste any time. She saw an opportunity to push that ball through. So now Mare needs to get another one in here. I mean, she could also do the drag for 3 on this hand, but I think she'd just be content to draw a shot or cut it down. Oof. Wow, that's going to be costly.
There. Ouch.
It's going to leave a mark. You could see there was there for her. She, maybe it was possible that she might have been trying it. Anything she hits any of those bowls that helps. Hits the bowl or hits the jack would have been the home run to drag it for 3. But I think she's going to lose 4 on this one.
Still early. We've already seen one big comeback today that was foiled at the last second by Joyce Velopini from Bryanston Sports in Johannesburg, who is now playing in the championship match for third flight.
Yeah, that was quite a match we had this morning. If you didn't see it, I recommend checking it out. All right. It is double checking. Yep, it's 4. Well, great shot by Rachel. It couldn't be answered by Mare, so Rachel takes a 6-0 lead now. Playing at 21 points for the title. The defending champion of this event is Kate Carriage from Australia. She's here operating as the, she has a little injury with her hand. So she's operating kindly as the tournament director here. Or the draw master, I should say. Okay, I guess we'll go with that angle. And then the second place finisher was Ann Nunes from the United States, but she's overseas in Malaysia playing in the inaugural World Bowls World Cup. So we will have both these ladies a new gold and silver medalists for this event. All right, here's Rachel's first. A little zesty. Here's Mare. A lot of room to draw. Rachel's 2.5 yards through there. Yeah, this looks like a good opener here for Mare. Yeah, it's pretty well done. That's a better way to live, as opposed to kind of spraying them all over the place and then trying to get a lot of pressure on yourself with that fourth ball. Much better, much easier, obviously, to get there with one and then just trying to build off of it. See if Rachel can make us take some yards off, take some weight off. All right. There's Mare. You can tell somebody's loaded for bear bowling here in the desert. I think if she didn't have all that on, at the end of the day, she'd be a little strip of bacon. Great bowl there by Mare. 2 solid bowls, just what she needed.
I've probably seen Mare bowl a dozen times, and I wouldn't recognize her if I walked up to her.
I think she's sporting the green hair now underneath that hat.
I saw that.
It's a different color every time I see her. All right, Rachel just kind of slid it on by, so gives Mare a chance to put a third in. She can alternatively cover the back if she wants. I think being on this side behind is a pretty good, because I think it's set up for Rachel to do a jack or bull shot. But for whatever's changed, and just Mare's just like absolutely dialed right now.
She's got last bowls, so is putting that back bowl to perhaps take the drive away as an option or prevented it?
Well,
If it was there, she might not have done that. Who knows?
Well, she got one out.
Got one.
And Mare's was into the ditch, and delivered bowl just rolls out of bounds. So Mare's holding 2. Well, now she knows what what's in Rachel's heart. A little short there by Mare with the free throw. But she'll get on the board and get 2 here. So it's Wolfenden 6, Beath 2, playing at 21 points. Let's see if any comments. Oh, we have Mike Ruggles saying hi, Scott.
Hi, Mike.
And not to be outdone, hi, Kelly. Thanks, Mike. Hopefully you can hear us okay. It's been a bit of a struggle this week. iPhones do not operate well in consistent 95-degree heat. All right. They're just trying to keep this train rolling. Really solid bowls. Started with the first one, and then it's just so much easier if you can get that first one in. Kind of playing in the good grass here. Look at this. Yeah, toucher. Jim saw it 5 feet out. He saw it. There was going to be a toucher, front toucher for Mare.
Walking that putt in, or in lawn bowling, walking the toucher.
Pretty good second here by Rachel. Nothing wrong with this. Good bull there. Mare, I would like to see. I think she's probably going to be behind, given that she got that front toucher. Jack's going to, if anywhere, is just going to go up and through. So Mare's about as tactically sound as there is out here.
Right.
I think Rachel's looking for the distance. I think Rachel probably wants to just kind of dislodge it if she can, and even if she misses, she's going to come to the back. And we've already seen that she's got a drive.
And willing to use it.
And not afraid to use it. All right, Mare's third. Just want to float it around, get another one in. Ooh, all right. You can get a read on the count here. So just the one. I think Rachel's going to play on her backhand here, trying to see if she can get the little bowl action, hit her own into the shot bowl. And maybe a little short. Oh, look at this. Look at that. It kind of backed up.
Back.
But still Beath's shot. Now, Mare, if she wants to be I was thinking she could play the other hand and she could actually force the jack movement and just kind of pop it loose. And then she could be in for 2 or 3, but it would give Rachel a chance to draw. So I think she's just going to set it up behind again, be happy with the one, and then force, see what Rachel's going to do. I think Rachel was wondering if she could come down and see it for herself, which I don't blame her. And she doesn't need to ask after the second bowl, but it's been 3. She can come anytime she wants. So I think my guess is she hasn't been coming up to the head too much. But this is a pretty tight head to look at. Be interested to see what Rachel's doing. I think she's got 2 seconds here, and she's got best back. So if she manages to collide with the shot bowl, she could drive the jack back. But with the way Mares are holding, it could go horribly wrong for her with the ping pong effect.
How many times I said, sure, there's no danger, and danger arrives.
Yeah, it just, things happen when you play with weight sometimes. She was very controlled with the weight the last time, but I mean, she could try and, again, play the shot she was playing before. I don't think she'll get the result she wants. And it's almost like you really got to play through it or just kind of arrive on it. I mean, there's really no in between. So, because she wanted to hit it so that the jack flirts past all the way to her back bowl is about the only way. This was setting up for 1 for Mare from the beginning, and it stays 1 for Mare. So it's 6-3 after 5.
In our other matches, Claire Day and Jordan Koss playing for 3rd place. Jordan has worked up to a 6-4 lead. They've traded a couple big ends and then some ones. Julia Gallo and Linda Eng are at 1-1. When Scott switches back to that other view, the scoreboard that you see over on, can't see it now, on that other view over on the left is the Claire Day Jordan Koss.
This one?
Yes. There's Jordan, and her scoreboard is Claire standing right in front of it. Jordan is the red on that board if you want to watch 2 games at once. Claire is the blue.
Well, Mare had good weight, but her bias might have been incorrect. All right. So refocus. Good opener by Rachel. Let's see if good refocus here by Mare. Look at this.
No.
It just, oh, but it fell back into the right way. I'm pretty sure she's holding. I think the ladies are setting a nice pace. I know Mare doesn't mess around. She's she makes her decisions quickly. She's played a lot of balls. Rachel sure looks like she has also.
Well, right now the game with pace is Jordan and Claire. They're already on the 7th end.
All right, here's Mare. A little bit of a cover between those two bowls. Nothing wrong with that.
No harm.
All right. There's Rachel's. Just a touch short and narrow. Mare wants to get a read on that bowl. So I think Mare's wondering, is it in my way? And is it something I could use as a wing bowl? I think she's going to go that way and try and, again, knowing the path of her bowls, she knows she could use that and just come off the inside half of it. So a clean draw or off the inside half of that bowl, and it'll come into the head. I think she's let this go a little too narrow here. An interesting choice here by Rachel. With the distance there, she could try and dry, or she could try and draw, or she could drive that out. Or try like an overweight shot and just get the bowl and push it right on through. And she'd be sitting for 2, maybe 3.
Any
like
edge will do.
Looks like that was what she was trying. She just didn't quite hit it. So very aggressive style, which is kind of the Australian way. So not very shocking. Jim got so scared it sent him into his cart. Oh no, he went to get a drink. Oh, thought he was leaving. I think Mare's gonna go off for a bit. But it's one more for Mare. So three ends won at the beginning for Rachel, and then 3 ends now for Mare. So it's a 6-4. And we're having a brief little timeout for a restroom break, I think.
Over on the rink 4, Julia Gallo and Linda Eng. Linda is out to a 3-1 lead. And you can actually see that scoreboard too on the far left when we have the camera angle if you're a bowling nut and want to watch 3 at the same time.
Good time to thank one of our sponsors, Bowls Development Fund. Thank you for the sponsorship of live streaming all week. Bowls Development Fund supports bowling here in the United States. All the contributions are tax deductible. I know they love to get recurring donations on a monthly basis or one time, or if you happen to feel inclined to put in your will, you can look to bowlsdevelopmentfund.org for more information. Thank you to BDF. All right, Mare's back. Jack is rolled. And Jim has survived. All right, Mare's first. It's nice we got this little tiny breeze, but this heat is no joke out here. Just a little touch, little drive by Mare, maybe a yard through. Gives you an idea of it. And Rachel. Still room to draw here. Pretty good, just a little heavy. Both ladies almost rolled the same exact bull. All right, here's Mare again. This looks really good here. Yeah, nice bull. That's well done. Front toucher. I'll give you another angle to get a view of how it looks. Over to Rachel now. Just probably trying to get between Mare's two bulls. Find the little pocket there. She's missed the line a bit. This weight's pretty good. They're definitely holding with that last one. Not sure if it's one or two, and we haven't had a look-see, but she's probably just going to try and draw to those two bulls behind. Or get to the jack is good too. And put a little wall of yellow in front there. Rachel's just going to fire at it. Not going to catch it this time. Kind of the Aussie style was the fire first, middle, and last. I think Mare's going to go all the way to the back here. Get right on the tee. So she's got best back. She got the tee. If the jack goes out of bounds, then it'll be hers. Rachel firing again. Trying to split the two, I think, and sit. Yep, she got both bulls and the third one out. Masterfully done. Masterfully done by Rachel Wolfenden. That's pretty great bull there.
The roar from the crowd was deafening.
Biggest roar we've had. All right, Rachel back on the board. Hell of a shot there. Going up 7-4. Playing at 21 points for the title match. They're also doing the other Oz style of bringing them out, just playing with one man, just kind of carrying it back and forth with them. Another thing I've seen in Oz and New Zealand, Frank, I suppose, is just leaving it there. Got a report from one of the other games?
Yes, we do. We have a truly international final for third flight. Joyce Velapini from Brownston Sports in Johannesburg, South Africa, against Jess McMullen from Interway Club in Australia, Tasmania, Australia. Jess McMullen is leading 6-4 at this stage. That game's behind us, so I rely on someone to tap me on the shoulder from time to time.
Yeah, a little short there. 4 or 5 feet. So both ladies starting with 3 end runs. And Mare was drawing really well in that last one, but Rachel with a beautiful drive to split 2 balls. But Mare is definitely, she's the one that's controlling the head. She's the one that's putting the first ball in.
Right.
And then just being able to duplicate it, just like a light switch went on as soon as we hit that 4th end or so. Well, a little fortunate there, but to put it online, but she's pretty heavy and narrow otherwise. Wonder if that's how this match is going to go. Let's see if Rachel can get her draw game like she started. Got a little loose on her. And Mare's tightened it up at the same time. Oh, Mare hit a little square. Don't think she pushed it all the way in, though. Yeah, Mare's still holding. Rachel's third. It's a little heavy and narrow there. Yeah. Mare's really having to think a couple moves ahead because you never know what Rachel's going to do here. The important thing is if when you get a shot, don't be betwixt and between. Pick one and do it. Don't try and do a bit of this and a bit of that. Then you don't get either thing right. Instead of drawing the other hand. Not sure if it's a second or not. Close.
I was always told, don't step on the mat till you know what you're going to do. Nothing worse than getting on the mat with doubt in your hand, change your mind, forget to flip your ball in your hand, and all of a sudden it's...
Yeah, that's what I try and tell my students is do your thinking before you get on the mat. Do your executing on the mat. It's Rachel trying to, just wanted to push her own up. Just wanted to push her on up.
Again, though, playing with weight.
Yeah, it's the... Well, I can understand a little bit. It's just like struggling a little with her draw, struggling a little. So just trying to massage the head and push things around. It's a very valid style. Jim's got an idea, but he's keeping it a secret. He was standing behind the head, and then I think he felt their glare on him. All right, see if Mare can do it. It's a little heavy, but she managed to hit her own pretty square and knock her own in, so could be two. It is two. So two more for Mare Beath, closing the gap to 7-6. Playing at 21.
Still a bit early, but all of the matches are close right now.
Mare just seems to be working, and this is kind of the style I like myself. Pull the mat up maybe halfway, and then have the jack, maybe also halfway. This is kind of what I like, because you're staying on the less worn grass, the better grass, and better for drawing, at least in my opinion. If I feel like I can outdraw my opponent, this is what I'm usually playing.
Right.
A little heavy there, a couple yards. All right, room for Rachel. Good time to get her draw grooved in here. A lot of room. See if it's going to make it all the way. This looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Just a touch short. Good opener, though.
Good for your confidence when you're trying to get that drawback.
I think Mare's going to stick, not undeterred by that bull there. She's going to stick with the forehand. Not quite in.
Yep.
I think Rachel will probably just do the same thing here. Just going to play through her own, maybe add a couple feet or a yard, tap on her own, float around it, or pick up the jack on the way through. Little touch in the bull, little touch in the bull, and then into the jack.
Both of them.
Kind of move it around. Mare's, again, it's going to stick to the forehand, and I'll just try to slide it in the slot here. Right between the two bowls. Oh, it's kind of hanging out. It's really got to come down. I don't think it's going to reach all the way from there. Not with that pace. I think, well, obviously the line looks pretty good. Just a little too much pace. Rachel holding the one. Asking marker Jim Roth for information so she can paint the picture in her mind as what it is she needs to do. So she's up then to go over to the backhand and come around on the clean side. Either get into the jack or right to that back bowl behind of Mare's, trying to get a second. Pretty close.
Okay.
Try and get another angle and see if you get a general idea. Don't know if she got a second one in there. There's stalking it. Oh. Got a great comment coming in, but I'll save that for between ends. That's a good one, Kathy. Give me a minute. All right, here's Mare. Really wants to get one in, keep the momentum rolling. Might be definitely down one, maybe two. Wants to find the shot bowl here, or at least get to that one then. Okay, it can't be more than one now.
Right.
Again, here's a free throw. Free throw for Rachel to try and get just anything but beating those three yellows. Anything within a yard will get her on another one. You work so hard to get points if you can get a free throw in. Really good to take. I don't think so.
She went a little wide to stay away from anything because she didn't need to get all the way back to center.
Yeah, so it is just the one.
There's a little spot on that outside draw line that runs straight for a while.
So I don't know if, like you, sometimes I use the closed captioning when you turn on to watch TV shows or not. And so Kathy Silsler has it on for this. It says it refers to Mare as nightmare. It seems like this couple days, Mare Beath has been a nightmare for her opponents. But right now, Rachel's got the lead 8-6. Yeah, it's a good opener there. 2 feet behind, right in line.
I don't know, artificial intelligence might have given us a new name for Ms. Beath if she starts terrorizing the greens.
Let's see if still room for Mare to draw here.
Yeah.
Pretty good there. Great weight. I think Mare's holding. Can appreciate the ladies playing fast. Gives her equipment a time to hopefully survive the heat. Almost. Nice try by Rachel, but if anything, turn Mare's in. There should be holding one for sure. This looks really good here too. Yeah, beautiful draw there by Mare Beath. Well done. Right behind it. Right behind for two. Rachel trying to get one in here. Just seems to be leaking away. Might be second. Get a little side view. You can see what we see. Yeah, it's one. According to Jim, he's got a good view. What Mare's going to do here. Yeah, I could see that she wants to go backhand. That makes sense to me. Just trying to come off of Rachel's, if anything. Any jack movement to the left is good. She's kind of underplayed the line. Yeah, a little short. Didn't want to come flaying through, but Rachel kind of stalking it, figuring out her plan. Hey, if you don't have a plan for dinner tonight, Jai Thai. One of our sponsors, Jai Thai. If you in the area, mention U.S. Open lawn bowls, then they'll give you 15% off your bill. Good place to think about for dinner. So thank you for your sponsorship, Jai Thai. Okay. Let's go on her backhand. I think she's wanting a piece of this head. Not far away here. Yep. Oh, kind of unlucky there. Got the jack, but you haven't hit the bowl too, and carried them both about the same distance. I think she was just trying to hit the bowl and chip it out, because if the jack stayed, I think she'd be holding 3, I think. Maybe more, depending on how the jack rolled. You know, if she got a little bit, it just kind of really went unlucky to go all the way across. Now Mare's going to be the one with the free throw here. I'll give you a couple angles here. And here's for the over the shoulder. See, this should look pretty nice from the mat there. All Mare's got to do is just try and get it in, beat Rachel's bowl. Important thing is try and have good weight here. Have good weight and keep it in bounds. Just a little heavy. So Mare picks up 1 there. She kind of missed that free throw. Not easy to do, but... All right, so it's... You can see this is the other advantage of when you play in this center grass. This is the upside of bringing the mat with you, because then you could drop it right down right where the head was. That's what you see a lot of players do. They'll just put the mat right in front of where the bowls were, and then just roll the jack, and then just keep going, and try and play the same length. Especially since you just won, so then you're pretty good on that length. At least that's the theory. And then you're not like putting the mat down, having to go back, throw it back, walk down, go get that mat, bring it up.
Chase bowls.
So, Wolfenden 8, Beath 7. He's got the jack all the way on the tee. A little heavy there.
That ball did stay up in front of the ditch line, right in front of the number.
All right, Mare's second. Pretty good here. Yeah, got it framed kind of nicely. There's another angle so you can see where Rachel's finished. And a little bit of an overcorrection there. All right, Mare's probably looking for a Goldilocks bowl here, I think. Yeah, he's kind of put one in the back. Kind of just marked, you can see it there, marked Rachel's bowl. Anticipating Rachel's going to try and come with a little weight. Oh, this looks really well done here. Oh, beautiful draw by Rachel. That's beautiful. Well done there.
Someone behind us, I heard a not bad. I hope they were talking about another match. Not bad.
Somebody with high standards.
I guess.
If it was this game, that's high standards. That's really good. All right, Mare's probably going to, I would think, playing on the forehand and a jack or bull shot here. Based on where Rachel's set up. Can afford to be nice and positive. Preferably the bull is what you'd want here. I don't even know if I'd say jack or bull. She can hit her own bull in front and carry. Just went a little through. But you can see the idea. She could hit the bull up. She got to go clean to get to the bull. Rachel's going to have a look-see.
But it didn't take ridiculous weight to pull that off either. No. It was just a 2-yard through or so weight.
Yeah, and I think that was the shot for the push out because she hit her own squarely, but it was just a little too much to go through. And I've seen Mare play that shot and play it well, that promotion. And that was not the promotion weight, that was the chip out weight. Okay, Rachel wants to draw around the front yellow and get to the last little bowl or the pushed bowl that got pushed up, the second shot there. Either same bowl or she could afford to use that as a backstop. Needs to drop down. Just slid by. So these are kind of trading jabs here. And it's now 9-7. Wolfenden over Beath. And this 2025 U.S. Open Women's Singles Championship match. There were 54 that started, and now we're down to our final 2.
Next door, Claire Day just rolled up a 3 and is leading 11-8 in her match with Jordan Goss for third place in the championship bracket.
And again, you see they're just kind of playing where the bowls take them, it seems. Just kind of dropping the mat down where the bowls are and just kind of going forward. Rachel's trying to will that all the way in. Going to be about, not bad, about 2 feet short. Good ball by Mare, just sliding by the jack. Pretty sure Rachel's holding. Just wanted to kind of come onto her own here. Just kind of slid by, nothing wrong with this. Maybe a touch heavy. Mare going to make a small adjustment here. Yeah, just a little heavy there. Rachel probably wanted to split the difference between the 2 bowls. If she can. Still just a little heavy, but I think still holding one. There needs a couple yards off here. Just a little bit of an overcorrection. Nearly got home. So Rachel's holding 1. So it's that front bowl is the shot at the moment. But still plenty of room to draw. Anything within 2 feet. A little short there. All right, Mare's last. Looking at a good shot here. Down 1. You can always do a drag, but I think she's just going to try and do a draw. Man, just well short
Didn't
there.
find it.
Well short there. Unfortunate. Well, I think Jordan had a drive, a jack in the ditch next by. If you heard a little clapping for a 4. So it's one more for Rachel, though. She'll extend her lead a bit, and the first to get to double digits at 10. 10-7.
Jordan's 4-point end just erased a 3-point deficit and gave her a 1-point lead, 12-11. Over on rink 4, Julia has pulled out to a 9-4 lead over Linda Eng, and that's for the winner of second flight.
Rachel a little off. Both the ladies were a little loose on the last end. There was, probably the worst drawing end. Nothing within 2 feet. Sometimes, again, they just found kind of like a little volcano, a little tough stretch of grass. But it's just the strange adjustments that it was just saying like they need to add and they're taking weight off kind of thing. You're down and you're short. Very uncharacteristic of these ladies.
Sometimes you can attribute that to just places on the green where there's green and brown, but these greens are in great shape.
Yeah, boy, beautiful pull there by
There you
Rachel. Nice correction. There we go. See if Mare can match her. You can see a forehand jacker ball shot trying to hit one. She's already got a ball. She can even keep the same weight. Just kind of clamp it down a little bit and come across the head. Hit the ball with a jack. Yeah, she kept the same weight, and you can see it just didn't take enough. Took a little too much grass, went around it as opposed to through it. Be interesting choice by Rachel. Let's see if she wants to. I would think. She's probably double check here. Not sure about that second one, so she definitely wants to be up into it. Either play the same shot herself or come all the way around to Mare's balls behind. I could see really either option. And more of the draw. Beautiful there. Holding 2. Fortunately, she's created a little pocket there for Mare to be able to sit in. So Mare's got the option of, she could drive and try and take them out. But yep, that's what she's done. I think she's a little narrow here. There was a chance if she could hit them both out or grab the jack and take it back. Or potentially if she hit the inside of the outside bowl, she'd take them both out. They'd both go. So I think she was just trying to, because it's a wide profile, she was just trying to take a ride at it. And you see Rachel's going to try and come to the back. If she happens to hit her own, tip it closer, so much the better. Oh, but she lost her bowl, though. This is going to be interesting now. So Mare's got the same option. She could drive to cut down, get either one of those bowls, potentially both. She could just draw into the little pocket there. Or she could do the kind of a jacker bowl or bowl shot, like just positive, playing the same weight as she had her other 2 bowls. If she hits with that weight, I think she could hit either one of her bowls, and it might stay. Worst case, it'll cut it down. If she happens to come all the way across and get the jack, it could be 2 or 3.
No risk in jack movement because that all favors her too.
Yeah, she's opting for the weighted shot again. I think she wants the jack. Trying to hang on. Oh, didn't quite get it. And she moved that one further away, so this could be 3 here. I was going to say, don't get so excited about putting those 2 when you don't know what the count is just yet. And it looks like Rachel didn't get a good look now with the camera. You can see her home club shirt, the Victoria Harbor. The Sea Eagles, apparently. All right, it's 3 for Rachel. She gets the 13. 13-7. She's won 5 ends in a row now, or 3 ends in a row, sorry. She's never been down in this match. Oop, and wrong bias next door.
So in Johannesburg, I guess it's about 11:30 in the evening. And in Invermay, Australia, about 8:30. So Joyce Velopini and Jess McMullen playing behind us. Have people going to bed and people waking up watching them. I'll update that score in a moment.
Rachel's opener. Maybe about 5 feet through. A lot of room still for Mare. Needs to stop this train. Just a little heavy. So you see both these ladies taking probably I think a yard off would be a good goal here. She probably took off about 3 there. Finished about a yard short. Again, I think 2 yards off. Not 3, but 1 or 2 would be pretty good here for Mare. This looks really good here. Really good here. And a toucher. Great bowl, Mare Beath.
She started doing that earlier and couldn't help herself to keep doing it over and over and over.
Rachel trying to jack her bowl shot here. She was not messing around. All the way through, hits the jack clean, driving it all the way to the corner. Oh, man. Okay, we're going to have to show this view to give you an idea. There's the sideline. There's the jack just barely setting up, and the bowl yard in front, according to Jim. And with the head the way it is, I'm not sure if Mare's got second or not. If Mare already had second, I could see her trying to put jack in the ditch here. We'll do a couple camera angles. She could just try and draw second to be sure she gets one in. And then try and see if she can put it in the ditch. I don't think Rachel's going to mess around. I think Rachel will just try and put it in the ditch. Oh, Mare could have been putting on the 2 meter because it's so close to the corner. That's another, I didn't think about that. Rachel doesn't want to put it out of bounds because she's got it right where it is. So I think she'd love for it to stay where it is or to go in, but make sure it goes in left.
She is certainly coming from the outside.
And Mare would love a kill. Now it's 2. So that's the upside for Mare trying to get it. She wouldn't necessarily, she can either hit it into the ditch or hit it out of bounds because now she's got one on the tee. Just sliding by, staying up. I think she might have cut it to 1. I would have thought she would have been a little more attacking. Maybe she didn't feel like she had a path to it. It's 1 for Rachel, so Mare did cut it down with their last. So it's 14-7 now. Let's get some comments in. Karen saying, come on, Rachel, you could do it. And also, Cook and, oh, Rachel, you got this. Jody, have a great game, Rachel. A lot of friends, I'm guessing, probably from Oz. All right, 14-7 now. 2/3 of the way home to a U.S. Open title. Little short by Rachel. I think probably a yard. See if Mare can capitalize on the opportunity. Get there first. Pretty nice draw here. Very good by Mare Beath. That's well done. Probably see a nice positive shot here. I don't know if it's going to be quite the positivity we saw the last time, but she can promote her own, hit the jack, or hit that bowl. Bowl it is for one. That's really been the difference. The drawing has been maybe Mare's slight advantage, but Rachel's just had some spectacular conversions. There's a little heavy, but nothing wrong with being behind. Rachel holding one.
Sneak in that quick update here. Well, I have another update. Breaking news. Jess McMullen, 12. Joyce Filippini, 10. Or 11. That was the update.
Why didn't you say that one again? That's Rachel just trying to push bowl into bowl. Just rock that out. Might be 2. Jim's adjusting it as if it's 2. It is. Mare's going to take a walk. Okay, go for it, bud.
Sorry. Joyce Filippini from Johannesburg is one behind Jess McMullen from Australia, 12-11 in the match for a third flight championship.
And that one's playing to 18.
Right.
Uh-oh. We're disconnected from Facebook suddenly. At least it says we're still going. They're just crept through here. Not exactly sure what's going on. I'm looking at the comments and got a note saying what happened overheating, and then there's a note saying the Facebook stream has ended and disconnected from Facebook, but it still says we're live and recording. So I don't know if maybe we get some help to see if we're on Facebook. Maybe you can ask Jackie there.
I just did,
Uh-huh.
and we're not, according to.
Okay. So going to stop the stream, but we'll start up again. So Mare gets one there. We're going to quickly, with the score 14-8, I'm going to quickly end the stream and try and restart again and see what's going on. So I'm just double checking. We're dead? Okay.